Part 1. Start small, think big. Let's start with something simple. Money is important, yes, but freedom is more important. Most of us rely on one source of income, one job, one paycheck. And when life changes suddenly, your company closes, your hours are cut, your client disappears, that security feels fragile. It's scary. You feel trapped. You feel small. You feel like the whole world depends on that one source of income. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can change it. You can create multiple streams of income. And it starts with one simple idea. Start small. Small doesn't mean insignificant. Small doesn't mean weak. Small means manageable. Small means you can begin today without waiting for perfect timing or a huge amount of money. Maybe you have a skill you rarely think about. Writing, design, teaching, cooking, coding. Maybe you have a hobby you love. Maybe you notice a small need in your community or online. That is where your first stream begins. One small action, done consistently, can grow into something powerful. I remember a friend who started teaching English online. Not full-time, just one student, 1 hour per week. At first, it was a little scary. He didn't know if he could do it, if anyone would pay, if he could manage the schedule. But he started anyway. That 1 hour taught him how to teach remotely. He learned how to communicate online. He learned marketing, scheduling, and pricing. Slowly, he added students. Then he created a small course. Then an ebook. Each small step became a bigger stream, but it all started with one simple choice. Just start. Starting small has another benefit. It teaches you lessons without risking everything. You will make mistakes. You will underestimate the time or money required. You will feel frustrated. That is good. That is where real learning happens. Every mistake teaches you about pricing, about marketing, about what people truly want. Every mistake teaches you about patience, discipline, and resilience. And every lesson makes the next stream easier, faster, and more effective. But starting small is not enough. You also need to think big. Imagine where each small action can lead. If you sell one skill, can you sell 10? Can you scale it into a course, a website, a membership? Can you create passive income? Keep asking these questions. Growth does not happen automatically. Every small stream has potential, but only if you imagine it, plan it, and keep working. You combine small actions with big vision. That is the secret. Now let's talk about the mindset. Many people think, I don't have time. I don't have money. I don't know how. I get it. I've been there. But here's the truth. You don't need a lot at the beginning. You need willingness. You need curiosity. You need consistency. One small step, done every day, beats one huge step done once. You don't need perfect knowledge. You need action. You don't need perfect skills. You need courage. Start small. Write one blog post. Make one video. Offer one service. Teach one class. Sell one product. One step. That's all. Then repeat. Learn. Improve. Start the next small step. And slowly, these steps will grow into multiple streams of income. You will start to feel confidence. You will start to feel freedom. You will start to see possibilities instead of limits. Let's be honest. Building multiple streams of income is not about money alone. It is about security, yes. It is about freedom, yes. But it is also about confidence, creativity, and control. Every stream you build is a step closer to a life where you choose what to do, not just what you must do. Every stream you build is a step closer to waking up without fear. Every stream you build is a step closer to knowing you can handle life, no matter what happens. Some people say, I don't know where to start. Start with what you have. Start with your skills. Start with your interests. Start with your hobbies. Start with a problem you notice around you. That problem may be someone else's pain that you can solve. That problem may be a simple need, but if you solve it well, people will pay. And when one stream starts, another will follow. Because each success teaches you how to do more. Each lesson shows you possibilities you didn't see before. And yes, it will take patience. No stream grows overnight. Some grow fast, some grow slow, some fail, some surprise you. But the ones that survive, the ones that are nurtured with consistent attention, will multiply. They will support you when other streams struggle. They will give you resilience. They will give you peace of mind. Start small. Think big. Take one action today. Write down one idea. Make one call. Send one email. Learn one skill. Every day, add one small step. Don't rush. Don't expect magic. Don't compare. The streams will grow if you are patient, if you are consistent, if you are willing to learn. Because the truth is this: freedom does not come from one paycheck. Security does not come from one job. Confidence does not come from luck. It comes from building multiple streams, from taking small steps every day, from being willing to learn and improve. One small step, one small action, one small stream, and then another, and another, until you feel the power of choice, the joy of freedom, the calm of knowing you are building your life, not just surviving it. So start today. Just one action. No big plan. No perfect idea. One small, meaningful action. And remember, small steps, repeated, grow into something extraordinary. You don't need to do everything at once. You just need to start. And when you start, the rest begins to follow. Because in the world of multiple streams of income, the first small step is always the most important. Start small. Think big. Learn. Adjust. Grow. And repeat. Part 2. Diversify and multiply. After taking that first small step, it's time to think beyond one stream. One income source is good, 2 is better, but multiple streams, that is where real freedom begins. You see, life is unpredictable. Jobs change, markets shift, industries evolve. If all your eggs are in one basket, even the slightest shake can bring uncertainty. But when you diversify, you create resilience. You create options. You create the ability to breathe a little easier because you know you are not dependent on a single outcome. Diversification does not mean doing everything at once. It means spreading your energy and efforts across different channels that complement each other. Start by identifying areas where your skills can shine. Do you write? Then freelance writing, creating ebooks, or blogging could be streams. Are you good at teaching? Then online courses, tutoring, workshops can be streams. Are you creative? Then craft, design, and digital products can be streams. Each small stream builds on what you already know and what you enjoy. The key is alignment. Streams that connect with your strengths grow faster, last longer, and feel easier to manage. Think about it like planting a garden. You don't plant one type of seed and expect a full, rich harvest. You plant several. Some will grow quickly, some slowly. Some might fail. Some might surprise you with unexpected growth. Over time, the garden flourishes not because of one plant, but because of the variety you've nurtured. Your income streams work the same way. Some will yield faster, some slower, some you may abandon, but the combination is what creates abundance. Another critical part of diversification is learning to leverage your time. Each new stream should not feel like a burden. Look for ways to automate, delegate, or scale. For example, if you start a small online course, record the material once and sell it multiple times. If you freelance, consider creating packages or templates that reduce repeated effort. This approach allows you to add new streams without sacrificing your health, relationships, or sanity. It's not about doing more. It's about doing smarter. Now, let's talk about mindset again. Many people hesitate because they fear spreading themselves too thin. They think, I can't handle multiple streams. I'll fail at all of them. That fear is normal. But here's the truth. Fear grows when you stay in one place. Action shrinks fear. When you start small, experiment, and diversify slowly, you learn what works, what doesn't, and what excites you. You gain confidence. You gain skills. And you realize that each stream supports the others. Failure in one does not mean collapse. It means learning. It means refining your strategy. It means growth. Start small. Add one additional stream while nurturing your first. Learn the rhythm. Understand the market. Build processes. Repeat this process slowly, step by step. Don't rush. Don't expect perfection. Don't compare to someone else's portfolio. Focus on your journey. Focus on your strengths. Focus on the opportunities in front of you. That's how multiple streams take shape naturally. Another important element is creativity. Many streams of income exist in spaces that are underexplored. Look for unmet needs. Solve problems that people accept as permanent. Find ways to make life easier, better, or more enjoyable for others. This is not just business thinking, it's life thinking. If you pay attention, you will notice countless small opportunities around you. Every problem is a potential stream if you approach it with curiosity, patience, and initiative. Patience is key. Diversification is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You will encounter streams that seem stagnant. You will face challenges and mistakes. You may even feel frustrated. That is exactly when you need to pause, reflect, and adjust. Look at each stream as a teacher. Each challenge is a lesson. Each success, however small, is proof that your approach works. Over time, these lessons accumulate. Your ability to see opportunity grows. Your resilience strengthens. Your confidence expands. Consistency is equally critical. Streams do not build themselves. Every small step, repeated day after day, compounds. 1 hour spent creating content, 1 page written, 1 call made, 1 product listed, done consistently, these steps multiply. They grow into income, influence, and independence. One small step today is the seed for multiple streams tomorrow. Repetition is the engine that powers growth. Finally, remember that diversification is not just financial, it's emotional too. Multiple streams of income reduce stress. They reduce dependency. They reduce fear. And they give you space to choose. You may wake up one day and decide to focus more on a passion project because another stream is sustaining you. You may face challenges in one area and shift focus temporarily. That flexibility, freedom, is the true power of having multiple streams. Start small. Diversify. Observe. Learn. Adjust. Add another stream. Nurture it. Watch it grow. And repeat. Slowly, deliberately, consistently. And remember, multiple streams of income are not just about money. They are about security, freedom, creativity, and choice. They are about living life on your terms, with confidence, resilience, and courage. Because life is unpredictable. Opportunities are fleeting. Time is limited. Start small, diversify wisely, and multiply carefully. That is how you build a life where income is not fear-driven but freedom-driven. That is how you step off the treadmill of dependency and into a space where you are in control. That is how one small step leads to not one, but many streams of possibility, each reinforcing the other, each giving you the power to grow, learn, and live fully. And it all starts with that first small, deliberate action. Part 3. Mindset over money. Now that you've begun diversifying, adding streams, experimenting, and observing, it's time to talk about something even deeper than numbers. It's mindset. Because here's the truth. Multiple streams of income are not built with skill alone, nor with luck. They are built with a mindset that is flexible, curious, and persistent. The way you think about money, effort, and opportunity will determine whether your streams grow or stagnate. Too often, people focus on the wrong things. They think that income comes solely from working harder, from longer hours, from chasing the next big trend. They forget that the first and most important step is internal. It is understanding your beliefs about wealth, risk, and potential. If you carry fear, scarcity, or self-doubt, it will seep into every action. You may start new streams, but hesitation and uncertainty will slow growth. That is why mindset is not a side task. It is the foundation. Start by noticing your thoughts. When you consider a new opportunity, do you feel excitement, curiosity, or dread, doubt, and fear? Both reactions are valid, but curiosity should guide you. Let curiosity, not fear, drive your actions. Fear is natural. It protects you, but it should not dictate your life. You will fail. You will stumble. You will face mistakes. But when curiosity leads, mistakes become lessons, stumbling becomes direction, and failure becomes a map, not a wall. One powerful shift is to see money as energy, not as status. Money is not proof that you are worthy. It is a tool that reflects effort, creativity, and problem-solving. Streams of income are channels to move energy into the world. When you think this way, you begin to enjoy the process. You experiment. You take calculated risks. You learn from errors rather than hiding from them. You celebrate small wins because they indicate movement. Another element is patience. Many people start multiple streams and want immediate results. They measure success by weeks, sometimes even days. This short-term thinking causes frustration and burnout. Multiple streams are long-term. They compound over months and years. A blog post today may generate revenue in 3 months. A small investment may start returning profit in a year. Your mindset must embrace the idea that value grows slowly, steadily, and sometimes invisibly. Trust the process. Trust your efforts. And know that each small action contributes to the bigger picture. Resilience is key. Diversification will test you. Some streams will fail. Some ideas will not catch. Some experiments will feel wasted. That is not failure. It is a necessary part of growth. A resilient mindset sees setbacks as feedback. This stream didn't work becomes, what can I learn here? A closed mind sees obstacles and retreats. An open mind sees opportunity and adjusts. Your streams of income expand not because everything goes perfectly, but because you keep moving forward in spite of uncertainty. Start small. Observe your thoughts around money. Notice fear. Notice excitement. Shift slowly from scarcity to abundance thinking. Treat mistakes as experiments. Celebrate lessons. Document small wins. These practices slowly rewire your mind. You begin to see that money is a reflection of creativity, consistency, and courage, not luck. Focus is another pillar. With multiple streams, it is easy to spread yourself too thin. Mindset helps you choose where to put energy. Which streams deserve attention today? Which ones can be automated or paused? Not all streams grow equally at the same time. Mindset teaches you to focus on what is alive and promising without guilt or pressure. This balance prevents burnout, increases productivity, and allows joy in your work. Gratitude is often overlooked. When you start new streams, it's easy to fixate on what hasn't happened yet. Mindset teaches you to appreciate what is happening now. A small sale, a new subscriber, an idea that sparked. These are the foundations of growth. Gratitude keeps you humble, patient, and motivated. It reminds you that building multiple streams is not about chasing endless wealth. It is about creating security, opportunity, and freedom. Experimentation is essential. Mindset allows you to try without fear of imperfection. One stream may be passive, another active, another creative, another technical. Mindset encourages curiosity and learning rather than judging yourself for what should work. Every test provides data. Every attempt builds skill. Every failure becomes insight. Over time, your portfolio of streams evolves naturally, guided by both strategy and intuition. Consistency remains critical. Mindset strengthens the habit of showing up. Even when results are slow, even when doubts arise, consistent effort compounds. A small blog post today may lead to a newsletter audience tomorrow, which can become clients the next month. A side gig now may become a main source in a year. Mindset allows you to see the invisible, to trust that repeated, small actions create exponential results. Start small. Focus on your inner world as much as your external actions. Monitor your thoughts. Adjust your beliefs. Celebrate progress. Experiment boldly. Build patience. Cultivate resilience. These are the invisible streams that support the visible ones. Without mindset, no amount of effort will sustain growth. With mindset, even small streams become powerful rivers. Finally, mindset connects to purpose. Streams of income should align with your values, your skills, and your passions. When purpose drives action, growth is sustainable. When only profit drives action, streams feel empty and motivation fades. Purpose fuels patience, resilience, and joy. Mindset nurtures purpose. And together, they create streams that not only feed you financially, but nourish you emotionally, creatively, and spiritually. And here is the truth. Mindset is not a destination. It is a daily practice. It grows as you grow. It strengthens as you act. Each time you overcome fear, each time you focus on curiosity, each time you celebrate a lesson, your mindset expands. That expansion becomes the foundation for more streams, more opportunities, and more freedom. Start small. Build one habit of awareness. Notice your fear. Notice your excitement. Adjust. Act. Reflect. Repeat. The streams of income you cultivate outside start with the streams of belief you nurture inside. Strengthen your mind, and the rest follows. Because mindset is the invisible multiplier. It is the engine behind every stream, every opportunity, every step toward financial independence. Without it, efforts are scattered. With it, even small steps create massive growth. Mindset over money. That is the rule of multiple streams. That is the truth few talk about. That is the secret your journey depends on. Part 4. From Streams to Freedom. By now, you have explored the world of multiple streams of income, seen the importance of strategy, learned to experiment, and strengthened your mindset. You have learned that building income is not a sprint, not a one-time effort, but a journey of patience, curiosity, and resilience. But here is the deeper truth. Multiple streams are not just about money. They are about freedom, true freedom. The freedom to live intentionally, to make choices without fear, to align your time with your values. And that is what makes every step of this journey worth it. Freedom begins with understanding that no single stream defines you. Your job, your side hustle, your investment, they are tools, not identities. Many people tie their self-worth to a paycheck, and when it falters, panic and stress follow. When you build multiple streams, you detach your identity from any one source. One stream may slow, Another may flourish, but your life does not collapse. You are resilient. You are adaptable. You are empowered. And that mindset of freedom transforms every decision you make. Start small. Notice how much time you spend worrying about money. Ask yourself, which streams give me security, which can grow with little effort, which reflect my skills and values. Focus there first. Build stability, then explore growth. Freedom is not chaos. It is order aligned with choice. Each step you take toward diversifying your income is a step toward controlling your life rather than being controlled by circumstances. Diversification is not just about quantity, it is about quality. 1,000 scattered streams will burn you out. One well-chosen stream with deep potential can grow to sustain you long-term. Multiple streams are about balance, active and passive, creative and technical, short-term and long-term. They provide stability and opportunity. And when built wisely, they create a safety net, reducing fear, increasing courage, and giving you room to breathe. And here is where mindset, strategy, and action converge. Your inner work, the curiosity, resilience, patience, and focus cultivated in Part 3, powers your outer success. Without mindset, streams remain fragile. With mindset, even small efforts compound. One small side hustle, one thoughtful investment, one tiny skill mastered. Over time, they build momentum, like drops of water forming a river strong enough to carry you wherever you wish to go. The journey also teaches you about risk and reward in a profound way. Diversifying income is not risk-free, but it allows calculated risk. You learn to evaluate opportunities, manage failures, and grow from mistakes. Each decision, each experiment, strengthens confidence and discernment. You no longer chase random trends or fear taking initiative. You act with intelligence and courage, knowing every failure is temporary and every lesson is permanent. Start small. Test a new idea. Track its progress. Learn. Adjust. Repeat. Each iteration builds skill, insight, and resilience. Over time, you become a decision maker, not a follower. You see patterns, anticipate changes, and act proactively. Freedom comes not from wealth alone, but from the clarity and confidence that multiple streams afford you. You no longer react to life, you design it. Gratitude plays a crucial role. As your streams grow, take time to appreciate the process. Celebrate small wins, acknowledge lessons, and reflect on progress. Gratitude strengthens mindset, fuels motivation, and reminds you why you started. Each email earned, each sale made, each new skill acquired is a signal of growth. It shows that your efforts are not in vain, that your persistence pays off. Small actions repeated over time accumulate into meaningful results. The ultimate freedom is the freedom to choose, to decide how you spend your time, energy, and creativity. Multiple streams provide options. You can scale what works, pause what doesn't, explore new ventures without desperation. Choices expand, stress diminishes, life becomes richer. And freedom is not just financial, it is emotional, mental, and spiritual. You learn to trust yourself, rely on your judgment, and embrace change as a constant friend. Start small. Review one stream today. Ask, does it align with my values? Can it grow? Am I enjoying it? Make one adjustment, one improvement, one decision. Do this consistently, and you will notice your life feels lighter, your mind clearer, your possibilities broader. Freedom is built one step at a time, one choice at a time, one lesson at a time. As you expand, consider giving back. Multiple streams offer not just security for yourself, but the chance to support others. Mentorship, sharing knowledge, creating opportunities. These acts amplify your impact. Your streams are no longer just tools for survival, they are instruments for contribution. And contribution brings fulfillment that money alone cannot buy. Now, take a moment. Breathe. Reflect on your journey so far. You have explored strategy, action, mindset, and growth. You have built small habits, experimented with new streams, and strengthened your resilience. You have learned that freedom, security, and fulfillment lie in diversification, patience, and mindful effort. And above all, you have learned that every small step matters. Every choice compounds. Every lesson shapes your future. The journey never ends. Markets change. Opportunities shift. Your skills and passions evolve. But the principles remain: curiosity, patience, resilience, experimentation, focus, and gratitude. These guide you through every transition, every challenge, every new chapter. Multiple streams of income are not a one-time project. They are a lifelong practice, a way of living that creates freedom, security, and growth. And here is the final truth. Freedom is available to anyone willing to start, willing to learn, and willing to keep going. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to have it all figured out. You only need to take one small action today. Diversify one skill, start one side project, invest in one idea, learn one lesson. Repeat. Persist. Evolve. Over time, the streams multiply, momentum grows, and freedom unfolds. If you have found value in this journey, if you are ready to step into action, then I invite you to stay connected. Subscribe to Richness Journey, where we explore ideas, strategies, and inspiration for building not just income, but freedom, purpose, and life designed by choice. Let's keep walking together, learning together, growing together, one stream at a time. Because building multiple streams of income is not about rushing. It is about learning, experimenting, and evolving. It is about creating options, gaining freedom, and embracing growth. Start small. Keep moving. Stay curious. And remember, every small step brings you closer to the life you imagine.